Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Advance, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. I told you guys that these guys, I told you. People have been getting at me, oh, DREAMERSPRO, you a hater, man, you this, you that. I've been telling y'all for the longest time that these LeBron media plans are sickening. They are sickening. There are too many of them. You got them on podcasts, you got them on TV, you got independent creators, like it's too much. And now people like Jalen Rose are calling them out. I want to read the comments from Jalen Rose from his X account last night. He said, NBA coverage has become so weak. It's now led by men/women who didn't play or LeBron stans/former teammates. Right? And I immediately knew that these comments were going to make waves, and they've been viewed 1.1 million times. And of course, LeBron fans are doing what they usually do when somebody checkmates them. They deflect. Instead of addressing the points that Jalen Rose made in his comment section, they were just deflecting and crying, right? Because they knew what he said is true. They knew that what he said was true. And guess who decided to respond to it? Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe, who is a known LeBron James twerker, who almost got into a fight with an entire basketball team because of LeBron James, who was on TV crying for LeBron James, talking about talking about pouring honey all over LeBron, a serial twerker for LeBron James. Shannon Sharpe twerks it up so much for LeBron that his own fan base clowns him. Go to his videos on YouTube and watch videos where he's talking about LeBron. His own viewers are always clowning him in the comment section. But he got pretty offended, and he decided to respond to it on Nightcap yesterday. Take a look at this here.
Hey, Jalen Rose also has some thoughts. He said NBA coverage has become so weak, is now led by men, women who didn't play or LeBron stans former teammates. Mm-hmm. Joe, what's your take?
He said that the take on, say it again,
He says NBA coverage has become so weak, is now led by men, women who didn't play or LeBron stans or former teammates.
Nah, I think it is some of his former teammates, but you got a lot of ex-professional basketball players who's played the game at a high level, who's won championships, who's won championships with LeBron, and they know what it takes to get to the top. So, you know, they got their breakdowns and critiques of, you know, the game just as well as anybody else, bro. You know what I mean? I don't think it's a bad thing because you ain't played the game, you can't commentate the game, or you ain't. If you got knowledge of the game, you know what I'm saying, and you know what the eye test tells you. You know what I mean? You've done your homework on the game. I don't see nothing wrong with that, bro. So, but maybe he looking through a different lens, Uncle Ocho.
Some of the best coaches, some of the best people to analyze games weren't your best players.
Right.
See, this notion, everybody that played a particular sport that was great, that doesn't mean they can talk about it.
Hello.
We've seen that. We've seen some of the NFL's best players. We've seen some of the NBA's best players. We've seen some of the best MLB players can't talk the game of football, can't talk the game of baseball, can't talk the and talk it. When I say talk it, put it in the context, the casual, the lay fan, not the hardened fans. Because the thing that people fail to realize is the casual fans that spend their money.
Yeah.
Regardless of the sport, it's the casual. And put it in a term that they can understand.
Yeah. I think what makes it so difficult is those that played the game, that played it especially at a very high level, most of them can't explain it.
Yeah. No.
Most of them can't explain it. That's a skill in itself. Not only be able to play it at a high level, but to be able to sit there on camera and explain it and break it down in a way that not just those that do play it, but those that don't play it understand exactly what you're talking about. That's very difficult to do.
Did you think about it? One of the best football color guys is who? John Madden. Yeah. Very simplistic.
Yes.
You got to pull here. You got to pull here. He's circling sweat. Boom, boom, boom. They loved it. How many Emmys did he win? Charles never goes to the board. How many Grammys has Charles won? Because at the end of the day, when y'all want to get down to those heart, it's still the fans want to be entertained. And boom, and circling sweat, and pulling here, and this guy there. Charles making those comments about people in San Antonio, or this one or that one, or this guy right here, they gone fishing. Mm-hmm. I bet you the highest segment is when they do the gone fishing. I bet you the highest segment is when Shaq had Shaq in a fool. I bet you the highest segment is Shaq when Charles is cracking jokes about certain demographics in certain areas. The casual fan can't. The casual fan doesn't understand what a pin down is, what a 1-4, what a nail is,
right.
What a flare, what a floppy. They don't the dunker spot. They don't understand. So why would you try to put that on them? Because you want to show how intelligent you are. What I look like? What I look like? Say, Ocho, here's the situation here. They in cover 6. As a matter of fact, they're in 6 kick with an underfront.
Yeah.
What front? If you think about it, Ocho, what do fans know? They know too deep. They know man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's so many coverages in between cover man and cover 2.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many more coverages.
Yeah. It's a small percentage that do understand it,
see,
that haven't played the game,
that's
but that
a Harden
percentage is
fan.
small.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's been observing the game, and that he wants to understand. So when he hear people talk, he wants to know, oh, that guy was in a wide 9.
So you saw what Shannon Sharpe had to say. I want you to notice something, because this is what LeBron fans do. They deflect. They never address your point. They just deflect. If you notice, he didn't address what Jalen Rose said. He started to talk about X's and O's. That's not what Jalen Rose is talking about. That's part of what he's talking about. He says the NBA coverage is become so weak, right? He didn't mention anything about X's and O's. He then now explained what he meant by it. He said it is now led by men and women who didn't play or LeBron stans and former teammates. That's what he was talking about. Notice how he did not address the whole thing about LeBron fans. Notice that. Because he is talking about them. There is a major audience out there for twerking ass LeBron fans because they pander to his base. And the way to pander to these guys, say he's the greatest, trash everybody that ever played. That's the formula. LeBron is the greatest. He never had any help. His teammates weren't all of that. Michael Jordan's era was weak. LeBron has had a rough go at it. LeBron is a victim. And that's the formula. That's literally the formula. That's all they want to hear. And Jalen Rose is talking directly about people like Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe will go on FS1 on ESPN the last time he was on there. They were talking about a segment had nothing to do with Michael Jordan. Well, all I know is that somebody in Washington could have. This is what they do. Shannon Sharpe is the one that was accused on live TV by Joy Taylor and Steven Jackson of taking money under the table for LeBron James to promote him. That's Shannon Sharpe for you in a nutshell. These are the people he's talking about, the Richard Jeffersons, who at every year, at a certain point in the season, LeBron James doesn't have enough help. And LeBron, and this is what they do. Go to any NBA podcast, they over there twerking it up. Go to anyone, NBA player, anyone, they over there twerking it up. And that's what Jalen Rose is talking about. And a hit dog will holler. So all of these guys that know that's what they do, they're going to respond. But in Shannon's video, he doesn't address it because he's a LeBron fanboy. The guy used to come on live T with LeBron James jerseys on. And do you know what LeBron fans are trying to say? Oh, look at all the people like the Michael Jordan guys. Who are them? What, 1, 2 people? 3 people? Do you know the amount of people that twerk it up for LeBron James on a daily basis? The amount of people? Grown-ass men, former NBA player. Do you know the amount? And I want to say this quickly because it's a thought that occurred to me yesterday. LeBron fans talk about, oh, why do people hate on LeBron and this and this and this, the algorithm, and Rich Paul talking about the algorithm and all of this. You guys created most of these accounts. If you guys had just simply gone about your business, promoted your guy, and went on with your business and allowed the fans to choose what they think was great, we would have no issues. But you guys decided it wasn't enough for LeBron to play and let his play convince people no. You now had to start rewriting narratives, crafting narratives, dissing other players, trying to diminish other players, diminish other eras. You guys are the reason all of these other podcasts exist who push back on y'all. People were making content like this 15 years ago. But you guys just couldn't help it, and now you've created a wave of creators to push back on your nonsense. And you guys can't stand it because they want it to be their message and their message alone. And if you're not parroting what they say, you're viewed as an enemy. And the worst thing they hate is when people with notoriety call them out and call out their BS. That's the worst one. And whenever they do, they're going to come out in droves. I guarantee you Rich Paul is going to respond to this. I guarantee you. Because these guys want to blanket social media with just their message and their message alone. So now this is Jalen Rose. And watch all of his deflecting because they can never address what he says. They'll just deflect to the next point and the next point. All in an attempt to not address his original comments. LeBron fans for you. The most pathetic fan base in sports history.